Hey guys, this is Manshark Sub LPs. I'm Sub, this is Crusader Kings II, and this is Millennia in the Making, episode 186. We're currently playing as Kaiser Almeric II of Everywhere, and he is the son of Kaiser Baldwin the Just, who himself was the son of Kaiser Almeric the Wise. Our heir, legitimized bastard son, Baldwin, is going to become of age in the next few months. But before that, we've got some wars to win. So all the way down here, we've got a war against Nagra for this part of the land. We're going to win that because we occupied everything for reasons it never actually managed to come to fruition because, well, our fellow dudes are kind of useless. Family trade zones, excellent. I win. There we go. I believe there was also an assassination plot in action against this guy. Or that might have been the last guy, I'm not actually sure. Either way though, we've got some land to distribute. Oh, and a new title, the Duchy of Kalinga to make. Very nice. So all of this. We do already have a count in the area. He's not a great count. So maybe there'll be another castle that we can fob off to somebody. Let's fob off all the secondary holdings though. Just to be sure that there's a nice mix there. Very good. So how is Hugo? Hugo's pretty average. Let's make him Duke. Duke average. Excellent. Okay, and we're at war with the Ratan Empire, or the Ratar Empire, for, I believe it's, yes, Duke Berthold's? Duke Berthold's claim on this province right here. And we're just sort of slowly making progress related to that. We do want to keep a little eye out because I know this guy does have fairly sizable armies. Oh, but, of note, let's have a look at the dynasty map. So, you know we've got us here, we've got the von Perovs, von Parnau, von Scher, and von Jugarthens up there. Here we have the Imadingas. I've been very nice to the Imadinga family throughout the years. Von Eldradir, von San Severino, what is this, von El Crib, who are currently at war with a little African rebellion, von Tawfiq. A problem. This isn't a problem, even though it looks like it's the same colour. They have von Castals and they're at war with the von Erasbergs. The Atheniids are fine. This is a problem. Littlefinger owns Nubia. Luckily, these two aren't going to be having any more children. So the two children that they have, Princess Rishara and Princess Adeline, that's fine. They can't... Well, one, she's in a normal marriage with an Ephanid, so that's good. I think he's the heir, Germa here. And she is not in a marriage with anybody, so let's put her in a marriage with someone. If we can. Somebody who isn't a Littlefinger. Unfortunately, we have no odds for that. Oh well. Doesn't matter because this one here has two children, both of them are Atheniids, and honestly, it should be fine. It should be. If it's not, then we'll just have to murder this guy, which would be an issue due to him being a Littlefinger, but it's an option. Oh, anyway, siege equipment. Didn't even know that. Not noticed that was a thing yet. So we've just improved our siege equipment, which means that our sieges should be a little bit faster. Just a little bit. Make your attacks, lads. I'm not going to get this one up here to attack because they're attacking a very, very sizable fort. Good, good. More conversions. Where's our guy? He's in Calpe. Up there, I don't think it's converted yet. No, it's still Jane. That's right. If I was this guy, I would surrender. Well, I wouldn't. I lie again. Oh, good. Looks like the kid's going to be taken into the wilds and murdered. Business as usual. Wouldn't mind taking out this army here. Oh, look at this. Must be a secondary war going on here. Oh yeah, a little revocation. Nothing that the actual Samrat is involved in though. There's 12,000 and 14,000 men. That's an issue. Not too much of one though. Looks like they don't know what they're doing themselves. They're all moving around awkwardly. I'm not actually sure what they're doing now. All I know is that that's 27,000 and some of them are heading up into this place and some of them are heading down into this one. It's just a little bizarre. Okay, now they're all moving down into this one. Okay, we killed that guy. Everybody's happy with that. So now there should be a new child in control of the Nagrid Empire. This one isn't as assassinatable, but we'll be going for a holy war on that bit in a moment. In a moment. Okay, these guys are coming down to here. This is bizarre. I'm not sure what they're doing. I just want to keep a very close eye on it, just in case they're doing something weird. And the goal here is not to attack, not to press the siege on these two at once, because one of these needs to always be in a position to reinforce Duke Humbert's army. And I'm not attacking anywhere with Duke Humbert's army. Yes, they're all still moving into Balconda. They're all going there. I kind of hope they attack me in Akalapura from Balconda because there's a river crossing. Okay, these guys are now free to reinforce wherever they wish. And we'll put the Teutonic Master or Marshal in charge of them. So now these guys can start their little attacks. They're taking attrition because they're oversupplied. But it's odd. Like, they're well oversupplied now. There's 44,000 troops there. It's almost double the supply. And none of them are coming up at me. Some are headed down to Nanded, some are headed to Balconda, and some are headed to Burhanpur. So there, and there. It's very odd. And odd as in it doesn't quite make sense to me. Maybe they're trying to move around to actually strike at the war target. Maybe. We're at 81%. He's not going to give up at that number, but we might be able to push him fairly quickly without actually fighting his armies. Okay, these guys are coming into Asagiv. And they'll get there on the 17th of November. It's 86%. And those guys are moving up there as well. How long does it take us? Too long for them. These guys are going to get into Kurla on the 10th. You know what, let's try it. If we fake him out, we fake him out. Yep, we faked him. Okay. I say faked him, but I fully intended on reinforcing. Okay, we get there in like a month. That's really pathetic reinforcement time, guys. Starting to think that Ermeltrude here may fancy me. Well, that's not appropriate. Yeah, maybe this army's trying to come up there. Oh well, either way, they're taking a fair amount of attrition. And we got a lot of messages. A few people died from the look of it. No, it looks like we got a fight. That came out of nowhere. They do have reinforcements coming in 17 days, but I have reinforcements coming in 11. So whether they choose to actually continue with that fight, well, they probably shouldn't. And in fact, I'm going to fake out my reinforcements so that they get there after the other army, just in case they decide not to. Which they probably shouldn't now. There we go. They stopped. Did they? What's happened here? Have I accidentally selected the wrong army and moved it? Yes, I totally did. We lost that battle, I think. Or something really odd happened. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Because now we've engaged the Samrat's army. We're a numerically inferior force. Luckily there's no river. Yep, 1st of January. A little bit of, just, you know, recovering from the night before. And there we go, now we've definitely got this guy. Yeah, nothing to it. We didn't wound him or anything though, so that's unfortunate. He's got a bit of his army headed to Kandar and a bit headed back the other way. We'll just ignore that for the moment. Now I do see this reinforcement army here. I know it's a thing. Don't worry about it. They'll get there on the 4th. I plan to have this war won by then. And there it is. Excellent. Alright lads, hop on out of there. This army can head back up here, as can this one now. And just everybody get out of that territory. There we go. Independence. Jerusalem is... Okay, so the King of Baluchistan is now heading the independence faction. How about I give you some money? And you piss off. Yeah, still 30%. There's just no way to kill that guy. Same with the Nubian, actually, but yeah, he does have that non-dynastic heir, so that's good for us. He'll die at some point. He's not going to father any more children. We're fine. Ah, we've got the Crusader quest back. Maybe we should have munched on this guy's army here, because I'm going to request a crusade of one of his kingdoms. Oh, that would be a huge gain, that one. Where's all his land? You can check that out with the direct vassals map. So that's his color in there, I think. So he owns that, he owns that. He owns land all over the place. This is really shitty of him. Oh wait, he only owns 2 provinces? That one, and a barony in that one. So that's part of the kingdom of Karnata, which is a real pain in the ass to actually do anything with because it's in the middle of his shit. Again, this is going to be one where we don't join in on the crusade. I'm just pondering whether to attack this little bit up here, just to clean it up, or this down here. I think we're going to ask for a crusade on the Ratans, because they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kingdoms sitting there. Whereas the Nagrans only have, what's this, Kamarupa. They don't really have anything left in Orissa. I mean, I'm going to be taking that last bit of Orissa. So yes, definitely. I'm going to request a crusade against him for what? That huge chunk of land. And we're not going to join in on it. There we go. Now the Pope hates us forevermore because reasons. I still think that's dumb. I still think that is really dumb. I understand that they've got it in there, so you can't ask him for a crusade and then ask him for a bunch of other shit if he's not your dude. And admittedly, he's not supposed to be my vassal. Like, he's the Pope. But I think it's really, really dumb that he can call a crusade at your behest and then excommunicate you. It's just if somebody asks him. Anyway, boys, get on that. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of war acceptance things, as all of our vassals are going to join in. And probably get smashed because the guy has such a massive goddamned army. You know what, I'm not even going to try and monitor those pop-ups. Not pop-ups, the messages that are appearing. Just look at them tick up, that's ridiculous. Anyway, we're going to move our armies around a little bit. One to there. One to there. And I'll put another one there. And this one can come up to here as well. That way, if the Nagrans start hiring mercenaries again, which they may do, they have a lot of money, then I can be all like, well, how about that? So one thing I can do here, if I really have to get involved in this crusade, seeing as I still have a, you know, a 10-year truce with this guy, I can decision murder him like this, and just, you know, murder him like that. and then declare war on this guy for something else. It's not optimal. It's definitely not optimal. But it's an option. So you look at all these war acceptance things. Jeez, it's like playing that damn Clicker Heroes game. Come on. There we go. And on this side of things. Yeah, so he issued call to arms, and he also had people offer to join him, and that's why we're getting a bunch of these. Come on, there we go. Beautiful. Of course, until the forces actually gather, they're going to get their asses kicked. There's no other way of looking at it. Just because the AI is going to get like these 3,000 man armies and just send them in and be like, oh hey dudes, what's happening around here? Oh shit, there's 20,000 guys. That's a dramatic retelling of future events, if you will. Just remembered that we could build some more stuff. How's everything else going for us anyway? Oh, it looks like Brittany won its little war with or Britannia, sorry, won its war with Volga, Bulgaria. That's good. Britain is also involved in the Catholic Crusade. That's an issue for us. Those guys aren't. Those guys aren't. Africa is not. Egypt is not. Nubia is not. They're not. They're not. Yeah, so it's just Britain. And I'm going to be honest, if Britain gets involved like proper and starts punching on, we can just fabricate, ask the Pope for claims on the land. You know, like we were doing for some time. It'll be easier than trying that holy war of the Ratans down one duchy at a time, I'll tell you that. Truce is expiring with Wulfhild the Great of the Arabian Revolt. Oh, she must have been the former queen. Who's the current king of Arabia? This guy, he must have demanded it off her or something. Huh. Don't think there's any trade issues with Arabia. Do they actually have a... I don't think they have a trade republic. It's just the Egyptians and the Mauritanians, of course. Interesting. Yeah, Thrace is really dominating, and there it's great. We in position yet, guys? Come on. Let me just check out to see if you've all got leaders. Looks like it. Excellent. What's our next military expenditure going to be? It should be light infantry. It really should be light infantry. We're falling behind a bit there. I mean, we only use the archers, but archers are important. And we're going to be pumping construction here, and maybe we'll be going for this last rank of noble customs. But after that, it's popular and religious customs. I think the Mayor of Anata is going to be in love with us by the time we're done. Okay, everybody's in position. It's a bit late, but, you know, good on you for showing up, kid. You know, if we win this one fairly quickly, I may just end it, because we haven't actually had a crash. I know I'd restart it if we had a crash, but I haven't actually had a crash from accepting a holy war for a while. And that's, like, it's 2 provinces. That's it. It's 2 provinces. They don't have a fuck ton of holdings. So, you know, maybe we'll be good. Oh, these guys are still making their way over. That's fine. Yep, raise up your troops. Let them have low morale when I rock up. Oh, you know what? There's actually quite a good number of crusading troops here. I mean, if the Rutans get their shit together and, you know, come at them hard, then there's nothing we can do about that. But 8,500, 7,700, 7,400, and 5,500, that's a lot. That's like, what, 25, 26,000? It's pretty good. Oh, and hey, another 8,000 there that I missed. Keep it up, bros. Keep it up. And none of them are British. Yes, currently Duke Marquard of Sarushtra is leading the contribution. Where is the British Kaiser? Is he even on the map? Did the British Kaiser join, or was it just one of his bros? No, he totally joined. Kaiser Wiederkind the second. Ah well. It's not such a terrible thing, I guess. I just had one of those things where you think you're going to sneeze, but then you don't. Really annoying. Let's unpause the game. Oh, and as you can see, most of these places are still shit out of luck on levies. So we're going to really punch through pretty hard. They're also shit out of luck because they decided to raise them to fight me. But, you know, the little places are still out. Which is fine by me. Is that Marshall unmarried? Yep. Why are you unmarried, bro? Oh, she died of tuberculosis. That's a... Oh, she was depressed and she had consumption. Oof. Not a good start. Okay, where are they going? They're going down into Peru, so that's fine. We're already at 67%. This is going to be a fairly quick war. '81. These guys might be late to the war altogether. It's still at 0% war score. And see, there we go. The Rutans have finally brought in some of their troops. They are actually trying to do something, maybe. We have a Buddhist uprising. Fortunately, right next to where our troops are. We're at 94%, and let's just get to 100. Okay, we're at 100%, and we're going to take the risk, because, well, we're halfway through and bugger it. We're still going to do everything, though. Get rid of all of this. Is that something about our air? Oh, our air leveled up. Grey Eminence. That's perfect. And he's also married to this one. Oh, nicely done. I mean, Craven isn't good, but, you know, not terrible, not terrible. Good work, Prince Baldwin. Anyway, let's win this war. Don't fuck up. Didn't fuck up. We're all good. Yeah, I think releasing all that land did us a world of good in relation to not crashing. Come on, get rid of all of that. Thank you. Now, I'm not sure if any of these had a barony. They did not. There's a duchy associated, though. Now, we obviously don't own the entire duchy because the Ratans own a bit of it. Where's the capital of this duchy? Okay, it's that one. We may just make another... Oh god, not with him. Wow, that's terrible. Nah, let's find someone. We haven't found someone in a while, so looking for a male, Catholic, German, not imprisoned, don't care if married, non-ruler, and an adult, thank you. You'll do. Congrats, buddy. Okay. Now, let's see, we've still got that siege up there from the Buddhists, that's fine. Let's get these guys out of the country. Okay, so what to do now? Well, obviously there's the, you know, impossible murder plot. We can't even get anybody, that's ridiculous. Like, can't even see anybody. Okay, and this kid's probably not doing too well considering, you know, we just stabbed him basically. Yeah, you know what, he's not assassinatable, he doesn't have enough percentage. I don't want to really be cheap. I don't want to be cheap. I don't want to... You know, it's not technically being cheap spending money to assassinate somebody because it's expensive. But I don't want to be that. Whatever that is. And we've got another de jure reason to go to war with the guy. If he dropped dead right now, that would be the best thing for us. They're running, but they won't run... Actually, they will run away in time. A little bit of lag. Georgia went absolute crown authority. Okay. Little odd. We have a revolt in Savoy, which I believe is all the way over here. There it is. So, you know, go put it down. That's a big army. Seville and Portugal and... Ah, right. And the Knights of Santiago as well. Speaking of the Knights of Santiago... Well, we do have the Teutonic Order of the Knights Hospitaller around. It's all good. There's not really any good plots sitting around for us, are there? That's a big battle there, we can't do anything to contribute to it. The Crusaders are going to get smashed. Maybe if those guys get in time. They do have... they're getting wiped. Yeah, off they go. Oh, we won that battle though. So let's probably put them at, yeah, -2. Yeah, maybe not the smartest of crusades to ask for. I mean, I'm definitely not getting involved because then I'm totally crashing if we do that. There's just no other way around it. A bastard can cause a lot of trouble, insisted Spymaster Duke Ezover II, and advised me of a possible opportunity to get rid of a bastard in the court. Now, that's not Prince Baldwin, because Prince Baldwin is a legitimized bastard. He's talking about Amadeus. So there's a 15% chance of getting him killed, or I get the honest trait. Honest will mess with my intrigue a little bit, but I doubt he'll cause any trouble. Yeah, so now we've successfully restricted the Nagrans to the far corner of the map, just up here. We could totally take his empire off him, but I don't want to do that. Actually, I'm not even sure if we could. No, because he still holds land in it. But he's three wars away from losing it permanently. Like the whole thing. You know, so if I do break a truce, it costs me half of my prestige, right? So that's 20,000 prestige. It lowers all of the rulers' opinion of me by 25, and I'm not sure how long that lasts, and I will be considered a truce breaker, which is -5 diplomacy for 5 years. I have 21 points of diplomacy, my wife has 10, we've got a huge state diplomacy of 52. The prestige hit is significant, but ultimately it doesn't matter. The question is, are we de jure warring? Or are we wholly warring for this bit up here? For, that bit. Because if the crusade is successful, they'll take all of that. No, let's... No, it's going to be a long drawn-out war one way or the other, because we're going to stick in it until that crusade is done. So... And now you can see here, truce breaker. That's alright. And we lost half of our prestige. And it's alright because now we're going to utterly annihilate these damned armies. Not that one, obviously. That one's moving away way too fast. Good, he stopped moving and he's actually going to try and come at me. Oh, that's exciting. It is actually kind of exciting. How long does it take me to get down there? 3rd of January, it's almost a month. 3rd of January, almost a month. Not a problem. I want him to come at me actually because he's got nothing in the area. Nice. We could have joined the crusade and not taken the truce breaker penalty, but then we would have been part of the crusade, and we all know how that goes. Here's the fight. On Boxing Day. We're going to lose some trade posts just because that's how the game works. Yeah, look at that. I don't know what they thought that they were doing. This is not going well for them. You know what? We don't need you to sit there on the Grand Mare anymore. The Pope doesn't like us, but the Pope can go get fucked. The Duke of Crimea? Why doesn't he like me? Reasons. Alright. Where's he based? In Crimea. Okay. Okay, we got the narrow flank over here. So we're just rolling up. Where are they going? Kanda. Okay, so back this way. Basically what we want to do is kind of shepherd these other troops around and, you know, just help them out. As well as win our particular war. But we do have our own war to win. I am now known as the Blessed. Yeah. Don't know how. I just broke a truce, guys. It was not a nice thing to do, but I did it. And apparently that makes me a rather awesome dude. Okay, is that little fight? Is this dude running around anywhere? Yeah, he's in Kakuruta. Oh, really? He's part of that army? Well, sucks to be him. My half-brother is now a skilled tactician, and holy shit, he is. Wow, 20. That's exceptional. Let's put him in charge of this army here. There he is. I'm in charge of that flank. Yeah, I don't see the guy, so he must be just in one of the back units or something like that. Now they're headed down to Balconda. I'm not going down there because I have terrible attrition down there. Okay, let's see. You might as well move down there. Oh good, we'll intercept that fleeing army. Something I haven't checked for a little bit. 88 years. Well, we're not going to finish the conquest of India in 88 years, or, you know, sorry, in 12 years. Or even the 19 that Punjab's going to require us. But we are going to have to release Baluchistan, Sindh, and Punjab fairly shortly. Unless we just say fuck it and get Afghanistan and Baluch. We're still going to have to release Sindh and Punjab. I really wanted to conquer over here and then release backwards. But we're probably not going to be able to do that. I'll have to think about it. If you've got any input on the matter, guys, well, you know, let me know. But yeah, I'll just have to consider my options regarding that. 20,000 down there, let's go for it. Crusades at 4%, minus 4% that is. They must have gotten a few of our armies kicked around a bit. It's alright, guys. Big Bro's here to shield you. Ah, 50 tech points. Military would be nice. And so it is, so it is. That being said, I'll take tech points in any field that I can get. It doesn't really matter too much. Why are you telling me about that? New king in Jerusalem, anyway. Or new queen, as it were. So you should definitely prefer matrilineal. As would I, because he's only my half-brother. How good a queen, how good were her stats? Not wonderful, and we've got our... See, normally what I'd do is off my current wife and marry the Queen of Jerusalem so that then I'd get the Kingdom of Jerusalem back properly. But, well, we're using our current wife for her stewardship stat. But that's vitally important because our stewardship is shithouse. So yeah, that's not happening. But I will arrange her marriage to someone. To my uncle. And let's make that one matrilineal. Matrilineal because I don't particularly want a Littlefinger in charge of Jerusalem at any point. Apart from me. And because he's my uncle, I don't foresee any inheritance issues. And if there are, I've got enough money to buy my way out of them. Oh, hang on, there's still a rebellion over here, isn't there? I saw your holding in Geneva is under siege. I'm like, well, what? Okay, good, they're married. And we've got another revolt in Lucknow. Which is up there. Oh, they can just chill. And 50 tech points. Military? Yep, beautiful. Are they going to evade me? Nope, they're not. And now they're all dead, and I don't think we lost a single man. Oh, we didn't lose a single man. The other dude might, like the retinues that were following us around might have. Right, the war. So, the objective here, as well as to take our land, is, well, there's two ways that we could do this. We can either do the spear tactic, which is, I'm putting it on the screen. Okay, so the spear tactic is we basically take some lines of provinces in so that we can see where their shit is and attack their armies anywhere where they are. Or we can wave, which is slower, but more, safer as well. Slower and safer because we're not overextending or anything like that. We're just sort of sweeping forward and gradually taking their shit. And of course we also are going to take our war goal over here. I mean, it's our war goal. Though apart from these two provinces, and actually yes, including those two provinces, let me just move like so. I don't actually want to be attacking these provinces apart just to get supply. Whereas these ones up here are completely fair game. My daughter is involved in fights. She is wrath. Hell hath no fury. Great, great. So this one is almost done. There we go, so that should have upped the supply limit in Balconda. It certainly did. We have a peace offer from this guy. That's good. We're going to decline it, but it means that he's under stress because he's only at 75%. And look, the Crusade has occupied a place, so now they're at +2. Beautiful. So where was that kingdom line? The kingdom line is down there. God, it's a big kingdom, isn't it? It's gonna be great. Are we like, we're taking a third off his realm through this. It won't end this episode. We'll definitely have to just sit in here for another one, but you know, it's going alright. Good, good. I'm going to attack this place as soon as I can, because then I'll move that army down here. Actually, you know what? 20,000 supply limit there? Go for it. Because I want to move that army after them. Because I don't need to be attacking the secondary holdings in Kanda or in Vairagara. It's just not important for me. People dying, not really a concern of mine. Okay, that province is completely besieged. Head to that one. That's a big army sitting there. Is the Kaiser ranked yet? I don't see the Kaiser, so he must still be in the zeros. Or I'm blind. Could be either one of those two things. Little surprised that we only saw one big army coming around. And of course, in holdings that aren't part of the kingdom of Maharashtra, we're going to besiege the whole lot. Like, take them all the way down. Really occupy that shit. Like it was Wall Street. Wondering what to do about these peasants. I mean, maybe we could spare one army. Just for a bit. Yeah, right, so after these guys assault through Balconda. And these guys finish assaulting through Bahasura. Okay, so yep, those guys are done there, so I'm going to move them on to Orangulu. And that forms as a line. So that when these guys are done in Balconda, I can just nick them upstairs, deal with the rebels, and pull them back down. Yeah, we're at 100%, but we're staying at 100%. That's a Rattan army, but it's the only one that I can actually see at this point in time. Got a courtier named Hillel. Courtier, not vassal. Yeah, he's a pretty good diplomat, and you know what? He doesn't particularly mind the fact that we're, you know, not an Ashkenazi Jew. But still, I mean, really. If they didn't have that -50 permanent against you, they'd actually be pretty alright. But there's no way I'm making somebody with a -50 before all other modifiers come into play a counselor. It's just not happening. The art of leading men into battle has always fascinated you. Oh yes, we're in. This is the event that I've wanted to happen forever. So, let me put on my dramatic voice. The art of leading men into battle has always fascinated you. To study this critical science, you have ordered the construction of a miniature army in wood. Dear Philippa, who is our wife, scoffs at you for playing with toys, but truly, what do women folk know of war? Forward, men, we shall fight to the last. +1 martial. I hope you guys see where this is going. We'll probably have to finish that event chain up in the next episode though, because, well, unless it happens faster than I remember, yeah, we're 5 minutes towards the end of the episode, so we're going to have to deal with that. Yeah, you guys can go that way. Nah, go this way. It'll be a little bit safer for you in terms of attrition. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Alright, let's wrap that up there though. Let's call that the end of the episode because we are getting a little bit long on time. So, as usual, if you've got any questions or comments, please leave them below. And yeah, if you liked the video, give it a like. And if you liked it so much that you'd like to see more, or want to find out what happens with my little miniature wooden army, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you have not already done such a thing. In the meantime though, I've been Sub. You have been yourselves. Later.